So it works for alpha now. I did read an article on that. It was good to see that a lot of people put out a lot of videos last night. You had Woogie put out one, Danish Nitro put out one, Lights Out JJ put out one, EKJ 24,000 put out one, Bodashell put out one. There was like 6 people in just between 1 o'clock in the morning last night and early this morning. It was actually shot. It seemed like everybody was doing YouTube videos last night. It's good shit to see.
Alright guys, let me make sure this thing's on. Hell yeah. Alright, so what we got going on today, man, some fish scale. Let's try out this new VRC, this Victory Racing pipe. See how it reacts here to this stock Rovan 36cc. Now, as you guys know, we do have the aluminum intake on it and the Bartolone V2 racing glory hole. First time running it with these new fast lane dog bones as well. So with the titanium dog bone pins and pins in the Dark Soul hub extenders, we shouldn't have any issues with dog bones and wheels flying off. It's crazy. All right guys, so give me a few minutes, man. We'll get this thing fired up and let's do it, man. Let me get y'all up here on the head. I'm still trying to learn this new GoPro, so bear with me some, you know, and we'll get it right at some point. All right, there we go. All right, let's do this, man. Thinking that I got this right. So anyway, what I was saying in the live feed earlier was I wanted to get another Virtus and send it to RCR, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. So I'm looking at a few OSs. I do want to get the Ty Tessman, but the only problem is I'm not going to run a Novorossi pipe and header on an OS, so I've got to get the combo right off the bat. And then my local hobby shop has a few over there as well. I think I'm gonna start dabbling in some OS stuff, but I do want to get some reds. I want to get that WR7. I'm big in the 7-ports, and I'm not sure where OS sits in their 7-port engines. I'm not very schooled in it. I only have one OS engine. It's the Adam Drake, and I don't run it. I've got it put away. Yeah, I have run it before. It is in some of my videos, but I you know, that to me that's something that I'm probably gonna just hold on to. but we will dabble in some different types of engines. Obviously it's pretty apparent that Nova Rossi is having some issues. Maybe they're over there manufacturing and they're gonna flood the market. Who knows? That's what I could hope for anyway. So damn, there's some big ants out here, man. Jeez. All right, let's get this thing rocking. Bear with me, I didn't get things set up. I was up last night late again. Still want to get a lipo for this thing, man. All right, let's fire her up. Get a little fuel in her. Dang! I didn't have to turn the choke on or nothing, man. That's crazy. I haven't started this thing since the last video. Hot as hell out here already. Pipe sounds badass. See where my idle is. Pretty low. Oh hell, there's plenty of bottom end on this thing, man. They were telling me that the bottom end would suffer with this Victory pipe. It's pretty dang good to me though. Yeah, I like it. All right, we already got a freaking problem, man. Sounds like I got another dog bone issue already, man. What the hell? This thing ain't light, people. Alright, well, I have everything I need to fix it other than my wheel wrench. And that sucks. That sucks, people. Man, what the hell, man? I went over this stuff with a fine-tooth comb, man. unless it's oh man, I wonder if the E-clip came off. Let me check this out for a minute, and we may get back to it. I'll be back in a second, guys. All right, guys, so epic failure, but I knew it was gonna happen eventually.
Doing these things, all right?
Checking out Mr. Bodagel's new video.
Shut up. I've been waiting for the right time. I've been busy. I've been wrenching. I should be wrenching on my drag Baja, but I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna even touch it because we're running out of time. All right? The event is the 13th. I gotta still build this shit. I still gotta build this. And there's too much shit going on.
All right, guys, so anyway, let me pause him real quick.
Because tomorrow, man, we have a big...
All right, so epic failure on the FT. Pulled the gear cover out in the field, and let me unzoom real quick. All right, so man, there we go. All right, so epic fail out in the field. You know, this is what's part of this hobby, man, is taking a platform like a Rovan, working through all the issues. I've still paid way less than I would have for a sorry, guys. All right, anyway, almost dropped it. You know, way more for a 5T or a Vector or something like that. Even a 5B build, because you got to buy the engine and all that. And we probably will still do the 5B. But anyway, when you get something like a Roving, guys, you got to work through little issues. So we started at the front. We fixed the issues with the Dark Soul extender falling off and the attachment of it. Little modding here. Fixed the front shocks, make sure they weren't going anywhere. Need to be tightened up a little bit. Took care of the servo issues with brand new Savoxes, high voltage. Up the game with the 5,000 milliamp receiver pack. Did the Bartolome V2 racing glory hole. The aluminum intake. Changed the filter with the TG filter in the outerwear. What else? Went to a steel gear. Steel gear's been doing fine. This clutch has still been fine, but I think I'm going to order a new clutch for it because it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before there's issues with it. So, and then the pipe things, I went through the pipe things. I had issues back here with the pipe burning this, and this piece should be here tomorrow. I ordered the Rovan aluminum. Okay, sweetie, bring that baby back over here. But anyway, ordered the Rovan aluminum upper rear bulkhead right here. That's what this is called, upper rear bulkhead. We're probably going to replace these bulkheads. So at this point right now, I'm kind of glad the transmission is having issues, because this was the last thing that I wanted to address. So we're going to address everything from this point back now. So we're gonna get this engine mount, the CNC aluminum engine mount. We're gonna have this to put on. I'm not going to do anything. I found that I'm probably going to be better off not doing the aluminum turnbuckles and things like that. I just see people having way too many issues, and I could see the way I bashed it that they would break for sure. So I'm gonna stick with the plastics on the A-arms and the turnbuckles and all that. You know, we addressed our issues with the fast lane dog bones and stuff, but now we're going to remove all this rear end. We're going to go through this transmission. We're going to upgrade this transmission housing, and we're going to upgrade the differential on it. And I think after that, from this point back, I also custom fabricated this rear chassis brace, which I think, you know, I haven't heard any comments or seen anybody that you know, no one's ever said anything about it, but this stiffens everything up back here for any rollovers or anything like that. This is part of the front bumper, piece, and everything mounted up perfect, man. This is not part of the original platform. This I custom made, man, and it works badass. And then the RPM skid plate on the bottom. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna remove it, take care of the transmission. We're gonna install the CNC aluminum rear bulkhead to go along with the top rear bulkhead, and then we're gonna do, there's an adjustable CNC aluminum rear sway bar brace for here, and we're gonna do that. But again, guys, we're not gonna do any of the aluminum A-arms, nothing like that. So we're gonna keep all that as is. It's gonna give me an opportunity to work on the slop in these shocks as well. That's something that I need to address. But other than that, guy, this has been a great platform. Just seems that I've had a lot of issues, but you're gonna have that with any platform. You're gonna work through it. It's not like Nitro, you know. Nitro is tight and right from the jump. But by the way, the Techno, we're getting it all back together from the cleaning I did. The buggy's all ready to go. I want to get all this put back together, so when we get our platform this week, we can start working on it. I will not be doing a build series on it. If y'all want to see something like that, watch the Nitro Freak. But I highly suggest, Freak, that you download Power, what's it called? Power Editor, or I'll get you the name of it. It's cheap, man. It's $11 every 4 months, man. It's nothing, and it walks you through everything. And if you have any questions, you know I'll help you, bro. But you need that Power Editor app so you can do your build series properly, unless you're going to do it in live feed, but that's going to be so long and drawn out and boring. Although your live feeds are pretty they're pretty cool, man. They're pretty fun. I enjoy them. I just can't sit through the whole thing. I got too much to do. We'll get Nitro on the move, baby. So it's the way it be when you're doing fifth scale and Nitro, and you own a home, and you have responsibilities. If you take care of your responsibilities, which I do. My home, my family, and my wife come before any of this. If she ever asked me to get rid of all this, I would tell her, hell no, I want a divorce. Nah, I wouldn't say that, but I would never get rid of this stuff, guys. 100%. Unless it was to, you know, if I wanted to get rid of my stuff to help pay for my granddaughter's college or something for one of my family members, you better believe it, in a heartbeat I would. This is just stuff, people. But I love the hobby, and let's hope it doesn't ever come to that. Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna get to cleaning on this thing. I never work on any whip, Nitro or fifth scale, unless it's clean. The little bit of running I did today, I do love this pipe. I think it has plenty of bottom end for me. You know, just like modded engines versus stock engines, yada yada yada. You don't know the power until you get one. I got it, I understand. But I'm thinking that platforms have issues with stock engines. Imagine how it's going to be with freaking modified engines. So you can see everything turns for the most part. You know, both wheels are turning, but you can feel some slippage in there, and I know that's in the transmission. See how it's turning? But my dog pins are in. My dog bone pins are in. I already looked at them, and they're right there. They're in, but it's turning, so there's an issue in the transmission. But it only seems on this side. See, I think what happened is maybe there's an issue with the drive cup or something. I've never pulled one of these transmissions apart, so I'm not sure. But you can see, look, it's turning, and it'll catch. It'll turn it, but then it lets go. And if I push, well, usually if I push in on it, but you can see that it's free spinning. But I guarantee you the pins are in there, because I'm looking at them right now, and you can see how it catches, and they're both moving. Watch, see, they're both moving. and then it lets go. So I don't know what's going on, man. The clutch is good because I fired it up. Everything's moving when you fire it up. In fact, let's fire it up real quick. And did y'all see? I did not freaking put the choke or anything, man. This thing fired up like on the first pull, right? Not sure if we can do that again though. See if I can do this. See, the clutch is working fine. Good luck. Alright, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. I don't want to work on a dirty whip. Pull my electronics out. Guys, whether you have nitro or fifth scale, always pull your electronics out before you clean it. If you're going to put it under the water. I put all my stuff under the water with Simple Green. I generally use 100% Simple Green. I don't add any water. Let it sit out in the sun and get nice and warmed up, then I'll hit it and clean it. But always take all your electronics out, guys, and then once you've washed it and cleaned it, let it dry in the sun a bit, and then get your compressor and blow out all your bearings and all that stuff. And then I use my oil. I oil all my bearings, and then I hit everything with silicone spray. So we will I'm so glad I have an outerwear on here. We'll get this taken care of, guys, and once I get everything broken down, I'm not sure if I'll get on it today or not. It's my very first time ever taking the rear clip off of this thing, so I'm gonna have to take it step by step. You know, it's just like anything else. Once you learn how to do it, then you know. But I'm gonna have to watch some videos and stuff to see how it actually all comes apart. And you know, I've always done everything trial and error, man, but that's how you really learn as well. So, but YouTube's got great videos out there. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I got a lot of stuff to do, get prepared to go to work tomorrow and all that. Gotta cut my hair, gotta shave, gotta iron my clothes. No, wait, my wife does that for me. I love my wife, man. She takes such good care of me. All right, guys, that's it. Next video probably coming this week. Show you all the new kit, and then Big Daddy Woogie's gonna commence to building. So, all right, man. New GoPro. I love you. All right, guys. Remember, hashtag down with the muggy, and good job, Nitro Freak. Love the forums like that. Should have done that a long time ago, but I want to see you do some regular videos as well. That'd be cool. And we need some more tech videos out of Family Affair. And David RC, where you been, bro? All right, guys, remember, treat people the way you want to be treated, and we'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out. All right, guys, there you go. So we're all cleaned up, and just kind of wanted to show you all my process of cleaning. This is very similar to the process I use cleaning my nitros. I'm never going to work on anything that is not clean, y'all. So basically what I do, y'all saw all the pictures, but I take a heavy-duty freezer bag and I wrap this and I zip tie it really tight so nothing gets wet here. I didn't run very much out there, so my filter actually looks pretty good. I don't think I'm going to take it off and clean it. But then I also I plug the end of the exhaust. I use some shrink wrap and a zip tie, make sure no water gets up in there. And then here you do have this little hole on your fuel cap, so either put a piece of tape over it, or what I do is I take a drill bit that barely fits in there and I just plug it with the drill bit so no water gets down in there. But we're gonna get it finish getting it cleaned up, get these wheels and tires off of here, and then we're gonna start breaking it down. So I will hit it with silicone spray. It's about 12:30ish, something like that, 12:30. So the sun's gonna be coming up over here pretty quick, and so I'm gonna go ahead and hit it all with silicone spray, and then once everything dries, then I'll start the disassembly of the rear clip so we can get into that transmission. But just wanted to show you guys, you know, you can go from extremely dirty whip and clean it very easily with simple green, and then hit any bearings with your bearing oil right here. You guys know what I use for my bearing oil. I use Amsoil Severe Gear and Amsoil Air Tool oil. Mix it up. That's what I use for my bearings. Make sure you blow everything out. I have a compressor here. It's a good idea, guys, if you have RCs and you're a little bit serious with it. You know, I may not take it all very seriously, but I'm OCD and when I do my cleaning and stuff, so we make sure everything is clean and done the right way. Then oil up your bearings, but I blow it out really good. After I let it air dry in the sun, I blow it out really good with the compressor, and then I hit it with the bearing oil, and then certain areas with the Amsoil MP, and then we hit the whole thing with silicone spray. So that's kind of my process, guys. I know I said goodbye a minute ago, but I just wanted to hop on and show you guys that even the dustiest, dirtiest areas that I run in, when I get done with my platform, I clean it from head to toe and make sure it's ready to rip for the next run. People always ask me, how do you come back? Oh, sorry guys, I'm getting used to this thing. Anyway, so a lot of guys ask me, how do you keep your platform so clean? Well, that's how, man. You have to take the time to clean the platform after you run it. Don't just put it up, man. That's how you make your platforms perform well for you. Just like a couple of things, just like a clean car always runs better, or at the end of a work day the work vehicle always runs faster back to the shop. Well, your nitros and your gas platforms will perform better when they're clean, when you send them out for their next run clean. I'm sorry I'm shaking so much, guys. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, or lunch for that matter, and I'm tired. So anyway, guys, just wanted to show you all that, and we'll get this thing fixed up. If anybody has any suggestions about what I need to do with this transmission in this thing, the rear, I don't know if that's a diff or a transmission. I think it's a transmission with a lathe shaft, I'm sure, for the spur gear. But I probably want to upgrade this brake system too. I'm going to upgrade the brakes. I'm going to upgrade the clutch and clutch bell and the transmission. We're going to do all that while we have the clip off. That's how I like to do it. So I'm actually going to fire this thing up right now and let it run for a bit, get the pipe hot, and then I'm going to wipe it down with Amsoil MP on the pipe. All right, guys, make sure you don't get no rust or nothing. It is a raw pipe. So that's it. We'll see you guys in a few days with the TLR, and had a great weekend hanging out with Freak and all the guys, man. Even you, Juan. I appreciate you, bro. All right, guys, remember, treat people the way you want to be treated, and we'll see you guys in the next video, man. I'm out.